Hi. You must often have seen a mention that bridge is a difficult game. When I look at such statements, I wonder why people make that kind of statement. With the help of a deal from the finals of the recently concluded Sri Cement online tournament in India, I'll try to think aloud the reasons that make people say that bridge is a difficult. So what was this deal? This was deal number 24. West did, North opened one speed in second position, South responded one no trump, forcing for one round it says conventional, North bid 3 speed and South bid 3 no trump where the auction ended. As you can see, here is the analysis of possible contract. 3 no trump makes, 5 clubs makes, 5 diamonds makes. Now 3 no trump makes because the speed queen falls down double turn on his king, which is about a 10% chance. And 5 club 5 diamond should be good on almost about 40% of the cases. My question is, are you happy with this bidding? South has a 6 carded club suit, 5 carded diamond suit. None of those suits came out in the bidding. It simply went one speed, one no trump. Now this 3 speed bid ended up as a kind of suicidal preemption bid, a self preemption bid, after which South had no way of mentioning any of his suits. And of course, playing something like 2 over 1, South could not bid 2 diamond or 2 club because that would have been game force. And South simply doesn't have the strength for a game. Now this bidding was repeated at the other table in the final and the contract again was 3 no trump. This deal was also played in the playoff match and there too the bidding ended at 3 no trump. They had an extra layer of artificial bid, that is the 2 speed bid showed 14 to 16 points with 6 spades. I believe they must have been playing some kind of Gazili where 2 club response rebid by North might show different kind of weaker hands. But even then only club suit got a mention and then North took a shot at 3 no trump. I don't know if this 3 club promised any strength or whether without diamond queen the bid would still have been the same or maybe even without the diamond ace perhaps. I don't really know, but looks like North took a shot at 3 no trump. My question is, are you happy with this auction where you have 8 carded fit in 2 suits and none of the suit got mentioned on the 2 tables we saw earlier, and on this table only one of the suits got mentions. Well, what has this got to do with brief teaching? I'll recollect an incident. Last year, in the inaugural tournament of a Pan IIT group, my alma mater, I sat down to play with a pickup partner. And just within a couple of deals, we got this deal. This is where my partner was sitting. East was the dealer, East passed, and my partner opened one no trump with this hand. Eventually, I became dummy on the deal, and when I looked at the hand that my partner had, I was completely shocked. But when I counted the high card points that he had, so that is 9 plus 4, 13 plus 4, 17. Turned out to be 17, 15 to 17. and that is why he must have opened one note room. Now, sure enough, he said he was playing standard, so I just played his system, and he probably learned standard all by himself by reading something, or maybe somebody taught him, or whatever. But it was both shocking and interesting to note that the person opened one note room with a void. Couple that now with the deal here. Out here, South bids one note room with a void. The only difference between what my partner did in that inaugural tournament and this bid is that this is a response and my partner's bid was an opening bid. Well, it is like this. When you teach about one note room opening, you will often claim or you will often talk about a balanced hand where you have two cards in every suit. You have a strong hand conducts, which is better from the point of view of keeping the strong hand closed and lead coming to the strong hand, etc. etc. Now, after teaching that one note room has these beautiful advantages, in the next breath, you have to tell your student that when you are a responder, bid one note room on one of a major, even when you have a void, even when you have a 6-card suit, even when you have a 7-card suit. How does a new student reconcile these two diametrically opposing descriptions? In one, you are saying one note room is balanced, so many number of cards in every suit. On other hand, you are saying the same one note room bid can come with a void with 7 cards in some suit. How does a new student reconcile this? I suggest to you that this kind of inconsistency in bidding patterns is what makes bridge difficult for a new student. Now, I have seen new players. I have taught bridge and I have seen players learn it in 5 minutes. And they go off and start playing, and they could go on playing for the whole night, all by themselves. What makes it so simple? Well, that is something I will leave for some other day. But for now, I just want to say that the inconsistency, the different treatment of different suits, and the different treatment of the one note room opening and response is something that is both very hard to teach and very hard to understand. What is your view? I would really like to know what people think about this. I have raised this question in a few different fora. People believe that a natural system is easy to play. I believe that that clearly is not so, and that is what makes bridge difficult to teach, difficult to reconcile, difficult to understand, and therefore of a limited appeal to new players. I hope you like this discussion. Thank you for joining. Do let me know what you think about this. Bye for now.